people are missing it. They're missing it.
Missing
It's,
what?
It's a major untapped revenue stream for most small businesses.
What is that?
Merch, print-on-demand merchandise.
Well, this is Ash, the Mad Scientist.
That's Tiny, the Encyclopedia Barbarian.
We are with the Small Business Superheroes powered by AMSDynamics.com. This is the podcast for young entrepreneurs, new entrepreneurs, people who have already got a business and want to keep growing it.
Small business owners, people who have an idea who are ready to rock and roll, make that idea a success story.
And this is a part of brand identity.
So we're going forward and we're talking about marketing in this one.
Right.
We've been doing a series about how to market your business properly, and this is something that is so important that people often miss. Most small business owners are missing it because when you hear the phrase merch, you think of like a YouTube channel, or you think of a social media influencer who jumps the gun and starts making merch and insisting that their followers start buying their merch.
Right.
That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about an untapped revenue stream. If you have put the pieces in place for your business's primal branding, you're going to have followers who are looking for your icons, looking for your sacred words, looking for an opportunity to express the fact that they're aligned with your group.
Yeah, so that starts with easy, simple ways to merchandise your image, your usefulness, your humor, your entertainment value, or something like that, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. Because as we've talked about before, you've got two paths to success. You've got useful and you've got entertaining.
Right.
If you are an entertaining business, your business is entertainment, then my goodness, you have greased the skids for a merchandise line for you to be able to put those entertaining concepts, entertaining icons, entertaining sacred words, get them onto a shirt and or a mug or a fanny pack or a stuffed animal or a backpack, and get them out there for people to use, to enjoy, to express themselves, and to garner new followers to your entertaining business.
Now, you said shirts and mugs and stuff like that. I mean, you could do, if you're a pencil company, you can merch on your pencils. But I think T-shirts are like a billboard that everybody can out and see.
Yes. T-shirts are a big one, and I can't explain it. You probably can't explain it, but hoodied sweatshirts, people love them.
They have whole stores at the coast. It's just hoodies.
Just hoodies.
Just, OBX or the beach you're at. Or something
and it's any time of the year because of the fact that even if it's the middle of summer, air conditioning's going, your wife's going to get chilly. She's going to borrow your hoodie. That's just the way marriage works.
AKA take it and you'll never see it again. Hoodie.
Borrow it. I remember I got you that Deadpool sweater for your birthday.
You did.
And like a month later, I was like, "What you think of that sweater, man? I never see you wearing it."
Never wore it.
Never
My wife took it because she liked it. It was soft and had a funny the logo and the look on it. But yeah, that's
there.
Merch.
You go, merch. So when you say merch, don't look at it as a negative thing. It's a print-on-demand revenue stream. It's an income source that people are missing out on.
Well, yeah, there's two ways to do it. You can either pay some company locally or somewhere to outsource it, and you get a bunch of inventory in your basement, in your garage. And then as your followers start to buy it or you start to sell the logo, you pack it. So you buy a bunch of bags, you weigh it, you buy the stamps, and you buy a label maker, and you ship it out to your customers. That is one way.
True story.
With inventory in stock. But man, it's the 21st century, the golden age of ideas and business. So tell me about the other way we can do it.
There are services to do it. As you're talking about, you can do it the first way. I mean, you can buy the equipment, you can buy the screen printing, you can buy the dryers, buy the screens, do it all yourself. We know of people who do it all in-house, and the family gets together and has a packing party where they put together the packages, they label them, FedEx or UPS comes to the house, every other Wednesday and gets dozens and dozens of boxes and takes them out. That's one way to do it. Another way that's simpler, easier, and it's more realistic for a budding small business is a print-on-demand version. There are services like Merch by Amazon, like Spreadshirt, Cafe Press, Teespring. You sign up for the service, and your only job is to upload the creativity.
Yeah.
You have the idea. You zhuzh it up in Photoshop or some other ones. Spreadshirt especially has its own internal design software that you can use if you're going to go the Spreadshirt route. And you make the design, you upload it, and you put it up for sale. The way that works is that business model is such that you don't pay anything up front, and they handle all the fulfillment. So if I created that shirt, then you could go to the store, buy it, you put in your payment information, your address, Spreadshirt or Cafe Press or whoever else takes care of designing it. I'm sorry, not designing, of making it, printing it, putting it in a box, shipping it off to you, taking your payment, and then when all is said and done and the dust settles, they send me the profit.
Yeah.
And that's my only role. I upload the artwork, I take the profit. That's it.
So you're in less control of the inventory you have. Well, this is better because they have unlimited inventory, all shapes, all sizes, all colors. That's something you don't have to have physically in your possession.
It's true.
So it is an advantage. You get a commission kickback, but also your message is being out there and broadcasted on mobile billboards everywhere.
Mobile billboards everywhere.
Yep.
And that's why we talked about the brand identity series first, because you want to carve out your brand's identity initially. You want to make sure that you have followers, fans, customers, clients that are involved in you, that have an emotional connection with your company, with your company's identity.
Right.
And then you'll be able to present those opportunities for them to express their connection to you, with your company. So it's not buy my merch, please buy my merch, which is kind of the trap that a lot of social media influencers and YouTube channels
exactly.
they
buy
fall
my merch,
into,
buy my merch. Yeah.
Exactly. They fall into the buy my merch trap, especially if they have made an initial investment and they've bought a minimum of, you've got to buy a minimum of, 500 shirts to get a certain price. So they've put up front, thousands of dollars, and they've got this inventory that they need to unload. That's where the buy my merch comes from. Back when we had El Jefe on, when Travis Idle was
Right.
on the podcast, we talked about a company that I started years and years ago where basically I did everything wrong. I'd made all the wrong decisions, including printing up a whole bunch of T-shirts ahead of time. There's no demand. There's no followers. I haven't really made a brand identity. I haven't made a connection with anybody. And then I had on hand hundreds of shirts, hundreds and hundreds of shirts, all kinds of T-shirts, tank tops, racerbacks, all kinds of merch. And that's where I can say from a pretty confident base that you don't want to go that route with it. That print-on-demand merchandise is an excellent, perfect business model and an excellent, perfect, untapped revenue stream for most businesses.
Well, another thing is, in case you do, 'cause we fell victim to this right here ourselves. We have started off with one style of marketing, one logo. We were brand new, fresh. It was this logo, this marketing brand. And then after 2 months, we figured out that was out of date. We were bigger than that, so now we went to a bigger one. Now, if we went and bought thousands of T-shirts of our original logo, our original marketing, and
the original branding,
sacred words and all that,
they'd be on a shelf somewhere.
it'd be obsolete now.
Yeah.
I'd have to wash my car with them.
Well,
so the cool thing about the on-demand, I'm sorry,
wash my car with them.
The good thing about the on-demand is you can switch gears like that, and you don't have a bunch of inventory sitting around. So that's another big advantage.
Flexible. It's flexible. It's fluid. You can pivot quickly. And if you have an idea, you can go ahead and run with it. If you have an idea, if the seasons change, if you open up a new kind of business or a new avenue of business, you can go ahead and jump on that type of merchandise and make it available to people.
So now we showed people and talked to people about how to put your shirts up. So basically, you can go to YouTube and you can find out how to upload your products to a website. Merch by Amazon's one. You have to give them your tax ID number or your Social Security number. Link your bank account so that way that when you get paid, when they sell, they give you a commission.
So Merch by Amazon is actually kind of a unique service that does this because you have to apply to be a part of them.
That's true. You're right.
And right now, I can say pretty confidently that in the past few weeks, Amazon has put the brakes on new merchandise businesses coming online.
As of now, they have.
As of now. Well, there's supply chain issues and there's international things to think about. But for whatever reason, it appears as though Amazon has kind of put the brakes on new ones. Welcome to apply. Go for it. Maybe you get through and you get online with them, which is great because Amazon, everyone already has an Amazon. Potential customers are very comfortable doing business on Amazon.
Really convenient if you want to buy merch. My Amazon account.
Yep.
Done.
Cafe Press, Teespring, Spreadshirt. Those are ones that you can sign up for an account, and like you said, you provide them with some of your banking information and your tax information because they're going to be paying you.
Yeah.
Those payments have to have a place to go, a destination, that banking information, and of course, Uncle Sam is always going to want his cut.
Right.
And so that tax information is going to go in there as well. And so at that point, you'll get access to their design studio, whatever their platform design studio is. You start uploading your artwork, creating your designs. Like I said, Spreadshirt has kind of a drag and drop version.
Yeah, you can make basic
theirs.
designs.
You can make basic designs. Upload that artwork, make them live for sale, and then promote them using your social media, your YouTube channel, even in your stores if you have a brick-and-mortar business,
everywhere.
blogs. You can purchase items at cost through Spreadshirt or whatever service you use.
And we've done that before.
Yeah.
We did that. We bought 2 polo shirts with our logo on here.
Yeah.
And we went to our back end of our Spreadshirt, and we bought them at cost.
Bought
we don't
them
get a
at cost.
kickback. We get them at the raw cost that Spreadshirt makes them.
Yeah, so Spreadshirt is the one we use. We have a spread shop,
Yep.
and that's the way that we've chosen to go about it. People can use Cafe Press,
Cafe
Teespring,
Press.
Whatever else that they want to. We've chosen to make a spread shop, and we use the Spreadshirt platform. And it's phenomenal. It's fantastic. The thing that I want, if you forget everything else from this podcast, I want people to think about the fact that is a major untapped potential revenue stream.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you've got clients, if you've got customers, you have fans, you have followers, they want to express their connection with you. If you have activated their primal codes in such a way that they are your fan, they are your follower, they probably are looking for a way to express that they are.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if somebody has clicked retweet on a tweet of yours, then they are expressing agreement with what you stand for. With that being the case, just imagine them voting with their wallet and saying, yes, I want to buy a T-shirt. I want to have a coffee mug. I want a backpack with your logo on it. I want a T-shirt with that funny saying on it. That's revenue that could be coming into you that right now it's just not because you simply haven't opened the doors. Open the door to that store and let people come in and patronize your new business.
Let me tell you a personal story back in the day. I used to love obscure band T-shirts.
Okay.
So they were bands that I liked, enjoyed, but nobody else knew about them. So I loved going to the store and buying their T-shirts.
Uh-huh.
So like having a small band is having a small business nowadays.
Yes.
And so how easy is it to make your T-shirt? Put it on Amazon, put it on Spreadshirt, Cafe Press, and your fans, hey, look at this T-shirt I just made.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you talk about the income that would come in with a small band or a podcast or something like that.
Yeah, people will jump on it.
Yes,
Absolutely.
exactly. Because I used to love collecting obscure, odd band T-shirts, and I wore it with pride. I wore it like this. What's that mean? Who's that?
What's an example of one of these bands?
Okay,
all right.
I'm dating myself.
Go ahead.
This is the 80s.
I'm listening.
Punk rock, the Dead Milkmen.
Oh, my goodness.
Punk Rock Girl?
Oh, my goodness. I do remember Punk Rock Girl.
I had a Dead Milkman shirt.
I still sometimes out of nowhere, some of the lyrics to that song will jump into my head where they said we went to the Philly Pizza Company and they asked for some hot tea. And the
said,
waitress
"No,
said, I'm
we only
sorry,
got
but we
iced."
only have it iced. That jumps into my head all
Yeah.
the time for no reason. Wow.
So think about this.
We're both dating ourselves here.
That shirt, I still have it. I had it since I was 16 or
You're
younger.
kidding me.
It's yellow because it was white, yellow, and it's got holes in it. But that shirt, I've never seen a shirt like that before. The Dead Milkman, so obscure. One hit on a radio, one hit on MTV. And so
I wouldn't even, would you call it a hit? I mean, would you call it a hit?
What was that?
Would
It's a hit. But think about this.
So they're like a half-hit wonder.
Yes. But think about this, like a T-shirt, like we're talking about basically the bulk of sales, we're talking about merch on Amazon, is T-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
And for men, I can't speak for women because I don't know how women think about clothes, but for men, a T-shirt means everything. A certain T-shirt with a certain saying that fits right, something obscure, something that only other people would get. I have T-shirts that I've had since I was 15 years old because they're so cool. I can't wear them obviously now. I've outgrown my 15-year-old body.
Yeah, have you outgrown them?
Oh, yes.
You kept getting taller? Is that what it was?
Yes. Taller.
I'm 7.5 feet tall now. I can't help it.
But like, I mean, you can't just, with nowadays, with Spreadshirt especially, Spreadshirt, I can speak for Spreadshirt because we have experience with Spreadshirt. Coffee mugs, fanny packs, backpacks,
stuffed
duffel
animals.
bags,
Stuffed animals was the thing that got
bandanas.
me. I was like, what do you mean we can put this on a stuff? We can put this on a stuffed animal.
Yeah.
Yeah, puppy or bear. I'm like,
That's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is, especially if you have ideas for that.
Yes.
Like a cute kind of it doesn't have to go on everything.
No.
You can make a cute idea and put it on the, you know what I mean? Just, yeah, like I saw, what was it? Daddy's little tax deduction. Yeah. So I mean, you got to admit, for an accounting firm, that's pretty
For
good.
an accounting firm, that's pretty
You
good.
know, you put that on a little stuffed animal and give it, like, hey, here you go, Daddy's little tax deduction.
But see, that's the thing. T-shirts are informative. They make a statement, and they're entertainment. They're hilarious. Anything. If you're into cake making, we talk about cake making all the time.
Yes.
So you're into cake making. You could think of little puns or quotes about cake making that you can put on T-shirts and people will like, or coffee mugs, or anything, man. There's a service out there for you. And like you said, you make the merch, you put it on your social media. We talked about social media previously. You put it on your YouTube channel. You wear it on your social media.
Wear it on your social media. Wear it on your YouTube channel. Wear it to the gym.
Wear it to the gym.
You know, because I can speak for myself. I don't like it when people talk to me when I work out, but that doesn't change the fact that people talk to you when you work out.
Yeah, right.
And so you wear the shirt to the gym, and it'll strike up a conversation. I mean, those things, they really do. I made a shirt. You know, I'm 6'5", and so I made a shirt that said the top of your fridge is dirty. And I can't wear that anywhere without getting stopped and somebody like, oh, where did you get that? My husband's 6'7", or, you know, whatever it is. Well, I need to get that for my son. It's just wearing it, and if it's something that sticks out in a crowd, then people are going to talk about it. People are going to ask about it, and those are potential customers and clients, not only for the shirt, but for your business as well, and vice versa. Everyone who comes into your business, everyone who does business with you, every customer and client of your business is a potential merch customer.
Yeah.
Those are two completely separate revenue streams, independent of one another, but they're symbiotic. They help each other out.
They do. And it's one of those things, again, it doesn't hurt to have it. I mean, who knows? You're into cake making business, and you got your YouTube channel. Next thing you know, you're making so much money off your YouTube channel, you actually don't need to make cakes to sell. And then you're selling the T-shirts off of it.
Oh,
I mean,
we talked about there's a chiropractor on YouTube that
that's true.
She's a chiropractor, but her YouTube channel blew up and became so big. She started her own line of clothing, and I mean, I'm talking about like yoga pants and T-shirts and every type of. She has her own clothing line, and her YouTube channel has made her so popular that her chiropractic practice is invitation only. Too many people trying to break down the doors to the clinic that her chiropractic practice is invitation only. Can you imagine that? Imagine right now, if whatever your small business is, if you're a cake maker and there's so much popularity to your YouTube channel that your cake making business is now invitation only. It's just too many people want cakes. I mean, that'd
be a problem I would love to have.
Yeah, people show up every morning on bended knee. Please make me a cake.
Well, it's just like with us right here. We have our own merch store. So check us out, amsdynamics.com, and check out our website. We have tons. Well, everything we do and everything that we are about is on amsdynamics.com.
That's right. You can watch our YouTube videos. You can go to our merch store. You can see you can listen to our podcast. Anything you want to do with the small business superheroes and everything AMS Dynamics, it's right there. amsdynamics.com.
So this is Ash the Mad Scientist.
And this is Tiny the Barbarian.
We got sounds with us now.
You gonna record those sounds and trigger them later?
I should. Like, I should be like, and then go to you like, roar.
Thanks for listening. Subscribe, like, and please share the episode if you like it. Thank you.
Talk about us in company, and we love to help out small business. We love talking about it. We love helping out and doing things. AMSdynamics.com.